did you enjoy your college life in BITS Pilani?
Definitely. My problem was I was not happy with just scoring marks in examination.
Okay.
My problem was I wanted to do extracurricular activities. How will I develop my personality unless and until I do extracurricular activities?
So, hi everyone, I am Aryan Gupta. Today, I have a special guest with me, the one and only Ajay Kalantri, who is the 7th topper in the whole Maharashtra Vidarbha in his times. Also attended BITS Pilani for his education and worked in the various companies like TCS, Infosys and Tech Mahindra. And currently he is the founder and CEO of startups. In this video, we will be covering the Ajay Kalantri sir's journey from being a topper student to studying in the BITS Pilani to starting his own business. So basically, thank you Ajay sir for being with us on JourneySTOry.
Yeah, hi Aryan. Thank you for giving me this opportunity.
Yeah, it's my pleasure sir. So basically, my first question will be, as we know, आपने PCM group में 12th में it's 99 marks लाए थे PCM physics chemistry maths में. So can you please share any secrets or studies schedule what you have followed to achieve this?
Yeah. I was very disciplined, very focused, very punctual in my studies. My regular devoting time to studies was 5 to 6 hours daily.
Okay.
Right? And this was right from the beginning, from 6th standard, when I stood first in the class.
Okay.
I used to devote time to sports also. I daily used to play around 1 hour, like any sports, cricket.
Okay, basically what's your favorite sports?
Cricket and football.
Okay.
So, I would suggest that if one is focused and one works hard, takes efforts, is able to think, then he can definitely beat competition.
Okay.
Also, one should eye the efforts, one should eye the preparation and not the results. That would not introduce any anxiety in him.
Okay.
That's all.
Okay, so आप बचपन से curious थे about study or something, there is something specific point in your life that changed it?
I tried my best to stand in merit in SSC,
Okay.
but I lost it by 11 marks because I scored poor marks in English.
Okay.
I scored only 63, while I scored 148 in science and 142 in maths.
That's very appreciated.
So I decided that I would like to top in HSC and beat everyone. And so I prepared accordingly.
So you are saying that first से ही आप topper थे?
Correct. Like it was natural. My knowledge used to flow through my pen naturally on paper. Because it was a well prepared person who is studying right from 6th, all knowledgeable books from science to maths. And I always wanted to utilize this knowledge throughout my life. So what's the point? Knowledge is power, but if you don't use it, what's the point?
Yeah.
Not just curiosity. I wanted to become a scientist, or I wanted to become an innovator right from school days. So that's why I kept on learning science, and maths was natural to me because I had good analytical ability. So I used to excel in maths and science.
Yeah, that's we can see in PCM as well. That's the why you scored 99. That's highly appreciated. आज के generation में you can see the young generation, they are already addicted to social media. So can you guide that how we can avoid social media and score the marks like you? Can you guide the young
You can.
generations?
Everyone can use social media as a recreation tool.
Okay.
See, today there is social media. At that time there were movies, there were cricket matches. So my peers used to spend time watching matches and discussing them. I had no idea what happened in yesterday's match because at that time for me that was not that important as it was to study. So the same is about social media. You can use it to your advantage, not to your disadvantage. That's all. You come to know several things. You recreate yourself. You yourself can post videos.
We can connect with others.
We can connect with others in a very speedy manner. and you feel like you're belonging to the society just at such a small age. So that's an advantage. But if you keep on watching funny videos only, I mean,
Scrolling reels.
right? I mean, watching hopeless videos. Now, how is it going to help you?
Definitely. आप अपने फ्री टाइम में क्या करते थे? If you have a free time in your childhood,
Right.
what do you do?
I used to invest in sports. I had joined table tennis classes. I used to play cricket, football very well in school. But because of my weak personality, I was not given chance in football. I used to enjoy sports very much. I used to enjoy drawing. For me, like completing my daily homework was the first priority. And I never used to leave the go to bed unless and until I complete my homework.
Okay.
So that was very natural. Once I complete my homework, I am so well prepared for all the examinations.
You have attended the BITS Pilani for engineering.
Right.
So what makes BITS Pilani stand out among other institutions?
BITS Pilani emphasizes on an American way of conducting examinations and studying patterns.
Okay.
BITS Pilani, there was a different way of marking. That is called a CGPA.
Yeah.
Grades were given. And you have to not reproduce the theories, but to apply fundamentals. That is, your funda should be very clear. It's not that you are memorizing some definition and reproducing it,
Okay.
or solving some problems related with that definition, which you have already practiced. That was still HSC.
Yeah.
Here, you should have your fundamentals very clear. The fundamentals are interlinked with each other. Unless and until you think in your mind, put efforts to clear your fundamentals, you are bound to do wrong in your examinations. So, yeah, that's where the difference is. So, having clear fundamentals requires you to have thinking ability, analytical ability, and mainly you should not panic. You should have the courage of facing examinations.
Okay.
Unless and until you have the courage of facing examinations and you are interested in only glamour, then you will not enjoy it.
Did you participate in the events, because BITS Pilani always organizing the various
Correct.
events?
BITS Pilani was a college of very high level compared to our SSC and
Yeah,
HSC
yeah.
schools and colleges. So first I felt a bit lost over there. So slowly I started to think how can I participate in extracurricular activities.
Okay.
But I was never given a chance. Instead, I was from Amravati, which is a very small town.
Yeah.
So whenever I used to introduce I am from Amravati, they used to look at like, oh, where is it? So on the contrary, like, students from Delhi, Mumbai, they used to, even they may not have those skills, those capabilities, but they were given that respect. Oh, you're from Bombay, you're from Delhi.
Yeah. I can
So
agree.
that developed an inferiority complex in me. I became depressed. I started staying away from my homemates, and ultimately I started losing my concentration in studies. So in vacation, my father gave me a book, How to Win Friends and Influence People,
Okay.
by Dale Carnegie.
Yeah.
That book gave me a hope that I can regain back everything that I've lost in the first year. So I started following that. Also, by reading that book, I realized that in life, you just cannot achieve only by excelling in studies. There are higher things like organizations,
Yeah.
people orientation, businesses. How do they run? They don't just study.
Okay.
So that was another aspect that I wanted to develop in me.
Okay. You realize these are the things by
Correct.
learning BITS Pilani. BITS Pilani में you are means you did the BITS Pilani after in the middle of the second year and you come to Amravati as you mentioned in the JourneySTOry.
That's
So why? BITS Pilani is one of the best college. Why did you leave?
Well, it was not planned. It was all accidental. I didn't deliberately leave BITS Pilani. Even if after coming back, I wanted to go back to BITS Pilani, but I was in no position to do that. So my father decided that I will complete the rest of my education from Government College of Engineering, Amravati. All this was very depressing. I stayed in depression again for 1 year in Government College of Engineering, Amravati. I came out of it and I did exactly what I wanted to do. I developed all the skills that are mentioned in How to Win Friends and Influence People. I took part in elections in the college. I took part in social gatherings. I organized stage shows. I did many other activities like composing humorous poems.
Okay.
I was very close with General GS of the college,
Okay.
President of the college. I started growing my popularity amongst everyone. And I realized that people orientation also requires efforts. It's not something that comes automatic. So I took it as a challenge to develop my personality apart from just a scholar.
TCS, Infosys, and Tech Mahindra and many more. So what made you different that to quit this job and starting your own business, your own startup?
Yeah, to start my own startup, my own business was my dream right from the beginning, as I said.
Okay.
Right from BITS Pilani, when I read How to Win Friends and Influence People, that planted the seed of becoming an entrepreneur and an industrialist. Before that, I had an experience of 12 years in the industry, right?
Yeah.
And worked with companies like. At a certain age, you can do that. I did that, but I enjoyed my job because I was good at other skills also. I became a tech lead, I became a project manager also, I became a senior project manager also, I became a consultant or a DBA also. Right?
That's really great. So आपने स्टार्टअप भी अपना किया. So basically स्टार्टअप अपना लॉन्च करने से पहले एक डर होता है कि before quitting this job, how अगर स्टार्टअप नहीं चला so कैसे वो, so how do you manage your fear regarding the same?
I never had such fears. I was very excited about doing something of my own.
Okay.
And I was very excited, as I told you, I had developed this part of skills also when I read Dale Carnegie, not just people oriented. See, becoming an entrepreneur, most of the people in their life, they are finished with these two things, education and job.
Definitely correct.
Correct? You see many people, they haven't done beyond anything other than education and job. See, I would say you should do business. Why? In job you are given money for your services,
Yeah.
which you spend. You never take any risk with your own money. You never invest. You never get that kind of exposure which business gives you. Okay. So risk taking ability. These are skills. Risk taking ability, decision making ability, business insights. One should do business with insights and not just be a copycat. I would stress on one point. I had created BookDrStein.com.
Yeah.
When I created it, we were pioneers into this. There was not a single product of such kind in the market. Today there are many,
Yeah.
right? But the value we added to the world, these people still aren't able to add it. What they are introducing is they are introducing competition, and they are taking it to cutthroat competition. So innovation has its own importance. In US, innovation is considered very important because that adds value to the world.
Definitely correct.
So think innovative, have insights in doing a business, think ideas. If you are giving time, see, all this requires an uncluttered mind. If your mind is cluttered, you won't be able to think ideas. You should think ideas, implement them. That will take your business to new heights. Not just financially, but WhatsApp is being so popular today. someone thought about it, right?
Yeah.
And it's easy in the lives. So many book doctors time helps people find right doctors, book appointments with them. They can book appointment with him. At the back end, we fix that appointment with the receptionist of the doctor, and we all this is communicated through SMS to doctor also and to the patient also. So it's all automated.
So it's a user interface between the patients and the doctors.
It's a
correct?
doctor-patient interaction.
Yeah.
In short.
That's great. So you have more than 1+ startups. You have, I think, more than 3 startups. How many startups do you own, sir? Let me first let me know that.
I will be grounded on that. I am having only 2 major startups like
Okay.
BookDrStein and Doctor for Engineers.
Okay.
MaheshwariCommunity.org is a free site with Maheshwari Matrimonial. It is basically a smart online directory, and it's a online Parichay Sammelan for Marwari Samaj, for
Okay.
our society. I wanted to give